Hey everybody, welcome back to more Pokemon Leaf Green. This is still me on my own, but we're back in Cerulean City, and if you've fairly played Pokemon Leaf Green or Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon Red and Blue, then you probably know exactly why I'm going to Cerulean Cave. But the method to get in here is different in Leaf Green and Fire Red. In the originals, you only had to beat the Elite Four to gain access to here. In Leaf Green Fire Red, you still have to beat the Elite Four, but you have to at least clear up the Chevy Islands quest. And yeah, surprisingly, I could have been able to access this ages ago when I had Surf, so this parish is about to get absolutely shreked, and I don't know why I said absolutely shreked. But going on from last video, just to continue my little tangent. Hold on, I'm kind of unprofessionally eating while on the mic. Helping myself to a nice bar of chocolate. Anyway, then after Emerald, the next game, naturally, the next game was at Leaf Green Fire Red. I think what came out after that next was Diamond and Pearl. I got Pearl, and Lombre got obviously Diamond. And I can't remember if I ever finished it. But I think I started making an official team at that point, but I don't think I ever finished the game. I think I got as far as catching the legendary, and that was it. I don't remember ever beating the game. Then Platinum came out. I don't remember when Platinum came out. I'm guessing Heart Gold, Soul Silver might have come out first. Because I remember at one point, me and my brother were actually arguing over who gets Platinum. And then in the end, I went and got Platinum because he was complaining that because I had Emerald, he wanted to get Platinum. So I said, fine, get Platinum. But then he wound up getting Jackass instead. So later down the line, I got Platinum. But my favourite is probably Heart of Gold because it's got the best post game. And I know it was like that in Gold, Silver, Crystal, but because Heart Gold, Soul Silver was the first one I played, I prefer that, and plus the graphical update kinda makes the game look and play a bit better. And you've got more variety of moves and the physical special split you can play. Yeah, the only reason I keep encountering a Pokemon here in Cerulean Cave is because they're much higher level than me. But if you have a Repel on and you encounter a Pokemon the same level as your lead Pokemon, or a high level, then you kinda encounter a Pokemon. And I brought Matchup with me just so I could break down these boulders. You would think by now I would switch out my lead Pokemon. Actually, I think the reason I have Jolteon up in front is because even if I do encounter a Pokemon, at least with Jolteon, with him being fast, I could actually outspeed them. Okay, this is actually my second foray through the cave. My first visit I didn't have Matchup, so I left it, but I also couldn't run away from Pokemon because I had my Snorlax up front. Which is why you saw me not even switch Jolteon up front. I went in because that trip into the cave was literally my second attempt. I just recently did Cerulean Cave in Pokemon Let's Go. It's actually a lot easier to get through. Straight up, it's real easy to get through. You can actually go up to this section and then walk straight to the end and find it. Although, interestingly enough, you can find rare item drops I found a second Master Ball, which was actually quite incredible. Then I failed to catch the legendary Pokemon, and it's a one-time spawn. If you screw that up, it's gone. So I had to reset my game. Luckily it was saved before Cerulean Cave. Unfortunately I lost that extra Master Ball. Oh, and guess what? I didn't find an extra one when I went back in again. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver. I actually like that game. Every time I play Heart Gold Soul Silver, I always seem to have a different team when I play it. I mean, when I went through it properly the first time, well, actually, when I went through it the first time, I had Typhlosion. Yeah, I had Typhlosion. I had Weeping Bell, I believe. I think I did. I can't remember who actually had it, but I know I had the red Gyarados. But then on my second visit, well, not second visit, my second playthrough of it is when I actually started playing it properly, where I had Typhlosion, I had Ampharos, I had Heracross, I had Umbreon, I had Sudowoodo, and I had Lapras. But then every time I revisit, I always seem to change it up a bit. Like, I've started to rechange Typhlosion into Feraligatr. I've been changing up Heracross to try other fighting types. Sudowoodo keeps getting changed because that was a crap Pokemon. Umbreon got changed to Espeon. I've had different changes every time I play through that team. But I just encountered a wild Ditto. You could actually have encountered this on the route before Fuchsia City, but you can actually find it in Victory Road as well though. And for some reason it's really hard to catch. That's why I kept this in, because it's a new Pokemon, so I figured I would show it. Ditto only has one move, which is Transform, and he basically transforms into the Pokemon it's going up against. And it also copies its moves, but there's only 5 PP for those moves. And I don't know if this is true, but I think whatever Ditto transforms into, that's what his catch rate becomes. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what happens. I only say that because I'm wasting a lot of balls trying to catch this godforsaken thing. And at this point I'm panicking because I actually need these Pokeballs for what's coming up later in this cave. And I'm also saying, Ditto, why are you so stupid? I'm an electric type, start using something different. Because if you've seen my Jolteon throughout this Let's Play, you know exactly what his moves are. Or her moves. I should not assume it's gender. Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Shockwave, and Bite, and it's not using the most obvious move to attack me. Now it's finally using the most obvious move to attack me. Yeah, I planned that. I knew he was going to do it that time. No, I didn't. I'm lying. Ditto is not a good Pokemon battle-wise. It's only... I don't know what Ditto's purpose was. Because it wasn't until Gen 3... It wasn't until Gen 2, I should say, that you could breed Pokemon. And with breeding Pokemon, if you breed Pokemon with a Ditto, because if you breed Pokemon, there's a chance they can make an egg. But if you breed with a Ditto, then the only Pokemon you get from the egg is the one you breed a Ditto with. So you're always guaranteed at least that specific Pokemon that you want. Finally caught it. Took some time. Which is why people always make the meme that Ditto is basically a slut. Or a sex slave. Gen 1, you couldn't breed it. So what was Ditto's purpose? I'm actually curious to know that. What was Ditto's purpose? Pre-Gen 2. Absolutely bugger all, I'd say. Yeah, I keep checking if it had items, which is why I'm checking the walls. And look at that, I encounter another new Pokemon, Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is a pretty bulky Pokemon. However, its only method of attack is counter and mirror counter. If you use a physical move on it, okay, it can also safeguard it, which stops you putting a status effect on it. If it uses counter, no, actually, if you hit it with a physical move and it uses counter, it will give back double the damage you gave to it. If you use a special move and it uses mirror counter, it's just the exact same thing as counter. So he's a bit of a bastard Pokemon to take down. And the only reason I killed it rather than catch it is because I'd rather not waste any more Pokeballs, because I know for a fact Wobbuffet would have been a pain to catch. I'll come back for it. I'll come back for it later. Next video is going to be another like catching marathon before the end game, kind of like we did last time. Only with all the new Pokemon from the Chevy Islands that I'd never encountered since I had a Repel on. And the only reason I killed it rather than run away because his ability is Shadow Tag. It means no Pokemon can run away. He's a really good Pokemon if you want to stop somebody from running, but he is tournament banned considering his only method of attacking you is countering your attacks. And because you Shadow Attack you can't switch out, so two Wobbuffet get sent out against each other and you're locked in a perpetual loop of being able to do nothing. So, kinda tournament banned. Which makes sense because if you're using a Wobbuffet in a tournament, it's kinda unfair. His stats too probably don't seem fair for the occasion. Look at that, I found an Ultra Ball. He's that ominous. And there are so many rare Pokemon. And there it is. The ultimate legendary Pokemon. This will give you some serious trouble if you're not prepared for it, which is why you save. I didn't save in Let's Go, and I failed to catch this thing. But I've caught it now. Let's go. Mew. And no, it's not Mew, despite the fact that's what it should be saying. Mewtwo! The ultimate legendary Pokemon. This Pokemon was teased back in the Pokemon Mansion, where it was created from the genetics of Mew. And straight in one move, when I was going to paralyse it, he straight up knocked out my Jolteon, and I was going to paralyse it. And guess what? It's got pressure for its ability, so it's going to be a pain in the arse to take down because you'll be using up double the moves. I didn't want to use Blastoise. With Snorlax, at least I could take a hit. But here's the problem with Mewtwo. Mother freaking recover. Mewtwo will do nothing but recover. You think you've got him low enough, and then, boom, just straight up recovers their health. And then, it's pretty much annoying. So you can do, this is why, and it's pretty much why I wanted to try and paralyse it, because at least then there's a chance he couldn't recover. But essentially Mewtwo's stats are this. His base stats. Okay, actually no, he's at level 70, so I don't know what his base stats would be. But anyway, he specialises in special attack. And he's also fast with speed. And he's also got high physical as well. So Mewtwo, although he specialises mainly in special, Mewtwo can easily wreck your crap if you're not prepared for it. And look at that, he woke up like immediately. And he's just recovered again. Mewtwo just sucks. He sucks. Doesn't suck as in he's terrible. Suck as in to fight against it. He can go screw himself. Yeah, I don't like using the yawn strategy anymore. Although it kinda worked on Articuno. The moves that Mewtwo has are Psychic, that you saw him kill Jolteon with, Swift, that he's constantly using on Snorlax because Snorlax is bulky enough to take a Psychic, but I don't know why he's not using Psychic anyway. Safeguard, which stops you putting a status affliction on him, which is a pain. However, if you do yawn and then he does Safeguard, he still takes the effect of the sleep, so it's not completely broken. And obviously the one move that everyone loves, Recover. I was sitting at this battle for a while trying to catch Mewtwo. Hell, it's already been at least over over at least 3 minutes and I'm still in the battle. Mewtwo is not an easy fight. The original Ultimate Pokemon. You had Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres as the original trio. Then in Johto you had Entei, Raikou and Suicune. Mewtwo was the original, pretty much the original main legendary. There's also Mew, but it's not possible to get Mew in this game, which is weird. I don't actually know how, I don't know how MD was ever expected to get Mew. However, if you buy the Pokeball Plus for Pokemon Let's Go, you can get a free Mew with it. My Mew has terrible stats, so I won't recommend using it. Well, I recommend not using my Mew, but your Mew could be better, so have fun with it. The more I play Let's Go, the more I actually start to like it. I said bad stuff about it, but the more I actually play it, the more I kinda like it. Using up all my Ultra Balls. And then he wakes up and recovers, because why the hell wouldn't he? And at the same time, Safeguard broke away. And now boom, he has took down Snorlax with a Psychic. Don't accidentally hit no, because then Mewtwo will despawn. And look at that, I've still got my bloody matchup in there. Yeah, you may notice I don't have Primate, but I had to take one person out of a matchup, and I thought Primate would not do so great in this cave, especially against Mewtwo. So I replaced Primate, but I replaced Primate with matchup because I didn't want to have to teach Strength to Primate, because that's a pain in the arse. Boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka. Yeah, at this rate I decided I have to try and get that paralysis off it, which is why I kinda sacrificed Lapras here. Sacrificed Lapras to confuse Mewtwo in a hope that he hurts himself so that he doesn't attack Jolteon. He didn't hurt himself, but he did use recover, which honestly I actually felt grateful for, because at least then I can get the paralysis off. Getting that paralysis off will make this battle a hell of a lot easier, considering paralysis stays off for the whole battle while sleep just stays off for half the battle. And also I can outspeed it so I can attack it, and I made it flinch too, so even better. I made him flinch twice, and I wanted to risk one more, and I felt confident with that, and he flinched again. So essentially Jolteon made him flinch 3 times in a row. So Jolteon got pretty lucky in this battle. I keep never been able to say paralysised right. He's paralysised. He has parafusion, which is the worst combination ever. Although the more this battle goes on, I start to realise that might not have been the smartest idea. He's breaking everything. Because when I seen him confused, I was like, oh god, he's still confused. Oh god, he's gonna hurt himself. He is down to literally a smidget of health. And I was panicking that he never hurt himself in confusion again. But then he snapped out in confusion, and I breathed a sigh of relief, like thank god. And all I can hope for now that he doesn't keep using recover, because then all my hard work is gone and I'm going to punch the wall. The paralysis at least prevents him from doing anything 9 times out of 10. Oh yeah, there's so many times I've almost misclicked on the Master Ball. Now if you want, you can use the Master Ball on Mewtwo, there's nothing stopping you from using it. I'm saving it for a specific Pokemon that I've yet to encounter. And for the record, I actually always used the Master Ball on Mewtwo. This is literally my first time straight up battling this Mewtwo. But I think I never consider myself a great competitive battler or great strategist, but I think the team I've put together, it's a pretty solid team. Not competitive wise, mind you. A competitive player would look at me like, that team is a disgrace to Pokemon battling, and then probably shaft the hell out of me and say that team just sucks you. I have no Ultra Balls left, so I have to resort to Great Balls, and I'm surprised at Mewtwo. At this rate, I'm just waiting for him to use Recover again, because I've not been keeping tabs on how many recovers he's used. He has 10 recoveries, but I've not been keeping tabs on it. But he's also not using Psychic anymore, which is pretty weird. Psychic would take Sandslash down, because Swift is technically a physical move, because normal is a physical typing. It's not until Gen 4 that they start splitting the moves into they actually start splitting all the typings into they actually split all the moves from each typing. And then boom, I catch Mewtwo. I shit you not, I was actually panicking that I was going to run out of Pokeballs and not be able to catch him. I mean, honestly, yeah, Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. Straight up, I actually did not think I was gonna catch Mewtwo. I actually, well, not catch him. I thought I was gonna have a tough time catching him, but 3 of my Pokemon went down. 3 out of 5 of my Pokemon, because I don't count Machop as part of the team. Then I used Dig to get out of there. Okay, Dig is kind of good if you don't have Escape Rope, because it's kind of why I wanted one of my Pokemon to have Dig. But with that, I will see you next time, where it will be a constant catching spree, and then it will be the end of the game with the Elite Four. See you guys then.